Imagine this. You're so drunk you can barely walk straight, let alone call for help when a stranger tries to take you out of your way in an Uber. That's exactly what happened to me on one fateful night, and the ending is something I'll never forget. It was a typical Friday evening, but this time, things took a terrifying turn. I had been partying hard all night with friends, and by the time we decided it was time to head home, my phone battery was dead. My friend called an Uber for me, not knowing she was setting up the stage for what would become one of the most harrowing experiences of my life. The Uber arrived, and I stumbled into the car, barely coherent from the alcohol coursing through my veins. As we started driving, the driver asked if he could cancel the ride so that he could give me some weed to help calm me down. I was so out of it that I didn't think twice about agreeing. The driver canceled the ride and tried his best to convince me to smoke with him, but something in my gut told me this wasn't right, even through the haze of alcohol. He then proceeded to take a very circuitous route home, driving us further away from where we needed to be. I was so confused and scared but couldn't think clearly. The ride became increasingly tense as he kept steering us out of our way. My phone remained dead, leaving me completely isolated. The driver's behavior was erratic. He'd occasionally look at me with a disturbing grin that made my skin crawl. I felt utterly vulnerable, trapped in this car with no means to call for help. As we got closer to where I lived, I tried lying to him, saying it would be easiest if he dropped me off 2 blocks away from my apartment. He slowed down and seemed to buy the lie. But when I went to open the door, it was locked. Panic set in as I desperately tried to unlock it manually while tears streamed down my face. Looking up at him in desperation, his head turned almost fully toward me, smiling a smile that sent shivers down my spine. It was a mocking grin that didn't reach his eyes at all. At that moment, I broke down completely and started crying, pleading with him to open the door. To this day, I still don't know what made him finally unlock it, but he did. The second I got out of the car, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief mixed with sheer terror. But even as I walked away from that car, I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. That maybe he was just waiting for a moment to grab me and pull me back in. It took every ounce of strength I had not to look over my shoulder. I managed to get home safely, but the night's events haunted me for years afterward. The following day, I tried convincing myself it was nothing more than paranoia fueled by too much alcohol. But deep down, I knew something sinister had occurred that night. Years later, as I reflect on this terrifying experience, I'm filled with a mix of gratitude and lingering fear. It's a stark reminder of how easily one can find themselves in danger when they least expect it. If you've ever been in a similar situation or know someone who has, please take the time to share your story. Let's continue to spread awareness about these kinds of experiences and remind each other that safety is paramount, especially when we're most vulnerable. Thank you so much for listening to this harrowing tale. If you found it compelling, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share it with others who might need a reminder to stay vigilant.